Try this and see how you get on. I'm going to try and get you to move different parts of your body individually and at the same time, as they should do, and just see if you can get them all moving. It's pretty difficult to get started, but once you've got it, you should be able to keep it. If things don't move, don't worry, it's just something you need to work on a little bit. So first aim is the pelvis. Try and get your pelvis to move and rotate left and right. Now as you can see, that's pretty easy. Let's try and do it now while you keep the ribs or chest still and your head. So everything else stays still. Pelvis moves one way, pelvis moves the other. Try and get this to tilt under and back. So rotate side to side, moving backwards and forwards. Let's move on to your ribs. Try and get your ribs to move to one side and to the other. Now as you can see, my pelvis stays still, but my ribs and head move together. So now we need to keep this still and these still while these move. Pretty difficult to get used to at the start. Once you've got it, it'll move on their own. Final bit is the head. So try and get the head to move without anything else. Easy, or maybe not. We're going to add it in with something else anyway. Ribs stay still, head and pelvis move the same way. Ribs stay still, head, pelvis one way, head and pelvis back, head and pelvis other way. Now try and go back to what we did before. Pelvis still, head still, ribs only, ribs only. So there's three big players there, your pelvis, your ribs and your skull. Try and get them to move on their own and then try and get them to move with different parts of your body. Like I said, you might struggle with it, it might be something that's really, really difficult, but it's just something you need to work on. It's just a bit more information for you to have about your body. If things start moving really well, try it with your eyes closed, try it breathing differently, and just see what happens when you try to move them in a different way. This way, for instance. So, pelvis, rotate it, then rotate on its own. Pelvis, tucking under and back. Ribs moving on their own, ribs moving with the head. Head moving on its own, but then head and pelvis together while the ribs stay still. Give it a try and just see how you get on.